Hey guys, welcome back to Dream Daddy. We are at the neighborhood grill out, cookout, and we're about to try and mingle with some daddies. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? What a cool guy and mysterious. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that guy, or isn't that the guy who throwing a fit at dead goth and beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig, but wait a second. All of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. We will talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're in a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of the time and place. And to try and make something like you say, the Rococo period, and compare it to a postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be busy talking, and they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Listen in. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm in comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalistic standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by a Dutch masteress, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I'm so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over at Craig, who returns it.
I don't know.
Well, sure, you could say that a Dutch masters are technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. We were just discussing the import of context when talking about artwork. I still have no idea what you guys are talking about. Listen, all I asked was if you like Van Gogh or Picasso better.
Oh.
Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between thick, creamy impasto of Impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of Cubism? Man, that's all the way above my head. Me too.
Hey.
Haha, it's all good, man. The cool thing about his art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece can have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it, and that's awesome. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Sorry, I get really fired up about art stuff. Daddy, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Hey.
Seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine with her new plate of dad cookies. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda and Daisy and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. Really wish I knew how to do that. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us.
Oh.
What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it.
Hey, dude.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Oh.
Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put the crown on.
Oh.
Hi, hey Daddy, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita? Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yes, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and, your teacher.
What?
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. Didn't realize we were neighbors.
Oh.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper?
Ugh.
Haha, great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud.
Oh.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Sweet Manchego.
Oh, yeah? Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Whoa.
Ernest! Ernest Hemingway Vega! Are you smoking?
Oh.
Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. No! I see Ernest across the way. He actually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into the gutter.
Oh.
Meow. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burnt down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burnt down half the yard. And then it spread into my lawn and burnt down half my yard too. My God. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Daddy, this is my son Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking. His dad's hand shoves deep in his pocket. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter?
Oh.
Ernest. Okay. I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for a failing economy. Ouch. Ernest. Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts his earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I wanted to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber.
Hey.
See, that right there, you can't say that.
I don't know.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do you get to be the cool dad?
Oh.
I don't know.
Hey.
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine that once raged against, and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard for my daughter. Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is important to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, and there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens?
Hey.
Don't let us eat up your time, Daddy. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Let's go for Robert and Brian. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-upped by Brian right now, but I guess I could live with learning more about Robert. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys!
Hey.
Daddy, how the heck are you? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least? That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got that 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy.
Aw.
Daddy, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again.
Oh.
We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loves it. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Same, Daddy, same. Brian raises his eyebrow at me. Being inside making art. She won a local competition for art, yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway.
Really?
I haven't gone camping in years, not since the last time. That's how that works. Same here. Well, things change once you have Wait, what happened last time?
Hey.
Robert takes a long sip of his whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days, comes from Kansas. They built him tougher out there. Anyways, things go south pretty quickly. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle, and then the rope bridge snaps. You could see the bone popping out through the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood, and we're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I got a fireman carry a 6-foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you, there was moments during those 2 days I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy, but you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. No, it is not. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river and he lost a flip-flop. Miss that kid. Ha ha! Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Whew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up on us, laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no! The ghost locked the doors.
Yes.
Quick! Hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess, and we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're safe from ghosts, but how will we ever survive the Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although, I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert! Wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah! Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Colum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah! It's such quality reality television! I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over the... Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire.
Yes.
Okay. But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend?
Yes.
Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids.
Hey.
Man, I've never seen her get along so well with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda's just has that sort of way with kids.
Hey.
That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teacher says she spends her recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. I can relate. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. What a warrior. She bit people too. Ew. Kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try and put together a little play date for them. Play date for teenagers. They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing all about Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to take too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. Over here to the fun group. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead, Gotham Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them.
Oh.
So I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly.
Oh.
It's definitely an interesting choice.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Daddy! I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day, you see. I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was not such a way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Gotham Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself a goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as a twee hipster from some normcore leanings. Or with some? Bats are cool, though.
Ah.
Pity.
Hmm.
Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's so nice to be on the cul-de-sac where everyone's so friendly and welcoming.
Hey.
Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as golf? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service. Sir, I do not believe that's your last name. I feel like you may have chosen that yourself. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Do you always carry around hidden roses to offer to the children of the neighborhood? Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, the Josephs twins appear. Are they speaking in unison? Hey, won't you come play with us? Come play with us. Forever. Guys, enough with the creepy Quinn shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops in the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of wine. I think I might have taped over VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of wine.
Oh.
Where's Krish?
Come on.
Wasn't he with you? Girl, didn't you go to look for him earlier? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be all right. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. Ain't my fourth. Oh, it is. I have squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary. Wait, jeez. Mary finished her wine and wander off. Dad, can we go now? Oh, Jesus, of course. Of course. Lucian, have I introduced you to Daddy yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yup. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian area were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. You seem like a bloodlapper, honey bunny. Dad! That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill, and just a hint of tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looked like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo?
Nice.
Yup. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine?
What?
What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 on the back in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful thought that numbers carries weight. Man, Joseph is way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching.
Oh.
And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, Dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique.
Oh.
You probably didn't know this, Daddy, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrillable.
Hey.
I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up.
Hey.
Let us keep studying. He has rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist?
Hey.
I've never seen him make a mistake.
Ah.
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy.
Hmm?
Please stop. All of the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. All right, guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans, and we grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers.
Hey.
Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac.
Hey.
Kinda nice, isn't it? I feel like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. Yes, you can have your little backyard daddy activities.
Hmm?
We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're going to like this neighborhood a lot.
Hmm?
Plus, Amanda seems to get along with all of the kids. If she decides to get into babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us to all on Dad Book? Oh, Dad Book. Excellent.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, it's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops, I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Excellent. We are actually going to stop this part here. That was quite an interesting barbecue. I had a delightful time. I hope you did as well. I'll see you in the next part. Bye-bye.